recognize some other politicians that are in the audience. Brian Bateman. There's Brian. If you were here last week, I forgot Brian. I apologize. Golly day, and his lovely wife, Kim, is with him today. Welcome, Kim. Alan. Hey, Alan Allman. District 4 School Board. Okay. I saw Roberta Swanks up. There's Roberta in the back. Roberta, District 4. Okay. All righty. And I don't know if we have any others here or not. Any other of our candidates? Okay, I don't think so. All right, I know that if you've heard me speak the last couple of times, you've heard my little tales about the ant, the grasshopper, and you also heard about how to catch wild pigs, and the spreading of the free corn, and the pigs come in to eat it, and then they're locked up in the pen. They've lost their freedom and everything. Well, we know that our Democratic friends are spreading the free corn. We know that they are going to give away everything. You're going to get free health care. You're going to get tax cuts. Saying 95%, now it'll probably be even higher than that because we're closing in on them. Spread the wealth. We know that saying. That got him in trouble the other day, didn't it? Reminds me of this little neighbor girl that came over to my house the other day with her mother. Her mother is a staunch Democrat. And they came over there, and I looked at this little girl. She's about 6 years old. And I said, you know, Ellie, what do you want to grow up and do? And Ellie says, I want to make a lot of money and give money to the people that are poor and help them. And I said, boy, that is really nice, Ellie. I said, you know, if you want, you can come and help me rake the yard, rake these leaves up and everything, and I will give you some money, and then you can take it down and give it to the poor people. So she thought for a second. She said, Mr. C, wait a minute. Why don't those poor people and those unemployed people come over and work in your yard, and you pay them, and then they'll be okay? I said, sweetheart, welcome to the Republican Party. As you people know, we've got a challenge coming up in the next 17 days. We've got to get fired up. We've got to get the people out to vote. Our friends, our neighbors, our families. If we don't, it's going to be some unpleasant years that we're going to be experiencing. If Pelosi, Reid, Barney Frank, Chris Dodd, John Murtha, the Blame America First crowd, if they don't make you want to stand up and fight, then folks, we're in trouble. If the liberals, the drive-by media, are attacking our candidates unfairly, and now they're even attacking Joe the plumber. We know the citizen that asked a very simple question, and it made the Democratic Messiah actually have to tell the truth when he said, I want to spread the wealth. Remember that when you go in the polling booth. And now we know that the press, they're trying to vilify Joe. The vicious article on Cindy McCain in the New York Times this morning. Unbelievable. The thousands of fraudulent registration by Acorn. If that doesn't fire you up and make you want to fight, we're in trouble. We must get out the Republican vote. We must send her back to Washington, D.C. to keep the Tar Heel state from becoming the Acorn state. It is with great honor and pride that I introduce to you my old Rotary buddy, Senator Bob.
All right.
Come on. He's back there. Come on, Bob.
Thank you, Hal. We're trying to help Elizabeth not freeze to death. Trying to get a coat on her. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's a delight to be here myself this morning, at my age, it's a pleasure to be anywhere. So thank you, Hal, Chairman Gary, distinguished guests, all. We are honored to have as the keynote speaker today, this afternoon, an individual dedicated to continue to pursue a number of things that she's already been working hard on in Washington, D.C. I'm talking about the reduction in taxes. I'm talking about the redirection of our educational legislation. I'm talking about the reduction of government controls. She will continue to work to restore integrity to the Senate by helping to eliminate the corruption. And that's a big word, isn't it, in Washington right now. She possesses, ladies and gentlemen, not that you didn't already know this, but she possesses, I think, the honesty of Abraham Lincoln. She possesses the persistence of Bob Dole. Got her eyebrows raised on that. She possesses the dynamic energy of the ever-ready rabbit battery, if you recall the ads on television, and she possesses the intelligence of Socrates. But on top of all of this, she also possesses the attractiveness of one Susan Palin. What do you think about that? The prettiest senator in the Senate, that's for sure. But one thing that I think we've all been reminded of lately, she is the only senator in Washington to put forth bills in each session since she's been there to rein in Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. No thanks to Senator Dodd, and no thanks to Senator Obama and Senator Kerry. Her bills to this point have drifted along the wayside, but I think the pigeons are coming home to roost, ladies and gentlemen. Joe the plumber is going to see to that. Nevertheless, today we are honored to have Elizabeth grace us with her presence. So let's have a very warm welcome, very warm Franklin welcome for the senior senator from North Carolina, the Honorable Elizabeth Dole.